Hey guys, welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be doing a room build, just a simple chilled out room build using some of the new indoor plants we got from Enchanted by Nature. I just want to focus on a really nice bedroom that you can kind of put in any build that you do in The Sims or add on to any build in the game. So get a tea, enjoy. And also, if you're shopping the Sims sale or if you're buying any Sims titles via the EA app, you can directly support my channel by using the code Deligracy in the promo code section at the checkout. So thanks to everyone who's been using the code. I really appreciate it. Okay, oh, there's our last build that we did. I really loved doing that build. I feel like we need to do another one of those soon. Using lots and lots of glass walls because I am still obsessed with the glass walls. But today we're just gonna do a room build. Now, some people probably don't know that you can just download rooms from the gallery. You don't have to download entire builds. And you can also just save rooms. If you click on a room and, no, wait, you don't go there. No, don't click on that. You click on the room and you go to save to my library. There's an option to save room here. If you're not clicked onto it, it's grayed out. So yeah, that's how you save a room and then you can save it to the gallery. And if you ever want to download a room, gosh dang it, I just clicked on the wrong thing again. What are you doing, girl? I've got the clickety clicks today, just clicking everywhere. You can just go to the gallery and just under here, you can choose lots or rooms. You can even choose tattoos if you want, which is kind of random, but handy. Now that we've had a little lesson for anyone who doesn't know, let's make a beautiful plant lover's room. Like, we don't want to make it too crazy big, and we also don't want to make it a shape that is just annoying to add onto a house. Like, I feel like if we did a diagonal room, that might be annoying to add into a build. But I do enjoy doing room builds from time to time, and I think it's nice to maybe do some more room build videos. Let me know what you guys think of that idea. I was also watching And Just Like That, the TV show that comes from Sex and the City, which they just cancelled. Or maybe not cancelled. They've announced that it's finishing this season, which is a shame because I really enjoyed the last episode. But there was a room that I really liked, or an apartment that was like the gardener's apartment that the character Seema is seeing. And that kind of inspired me a little bit to do this build. I feel like this room could be appropriate for an adult or a teen sim. And we could use platforms, but the problem with using platforms is then we can't save it as a room with platforms, which is kind of annoying. So maybe we'll avoid platforms today. I'm also wondering if maybe we should do like a bunk bed. I really wish we had double bunk beds. That would be cool because then it would feel a little bit more suited to like a young adult as well. I'm kind of wondering if we want to do the bunk bed or if we want to just do a regular bed. And obviously I was just looking at the idea of using green colors too, because there's going to be a lot of greenery. Unless we could get away with maybe putting greenery on this 4-poster bed. That could be kind of cool, but it might be too fancy. There's also a version of this with a nice pattern on it. Oh gosh, we could go in so many directions. I also want it to look kind of modern, like not like Enchanted by Nature fairy house room, because that could definitely be a plant kind of room, you know, if you're going with the fairies theme. I want this to kind of be added to any kind of regular house, you know what I mean? Like, it's not going to look like an occult bedroom in a more regular house. I'm kind of interested in this bed. I'm also a huge lover of this bed from Eco Lifestyle. Eco Lifestyle was a really good pack. Love that. We also have this bed, which is, we haven't used this one. I mean, we have used this one a lot, but we haven't experimented with it heaps yet. Maybe we should lean towards this one. Oh, this could also be nice too. I'm kind of liking the simplicity of this one, if I'm being honest with you guys. Also, let's put on move objects. Control-Shift-C brings up the cheat box, bb.move objects, enter, and then that's on, and now your things can intersect each other. I know you guys who've been watching for a long time know the drill, but a lot of viewers don't know the cheats. So we let them know anyway sometimes. Okay, I'm gonna go for a double bed. I know the bedroom is probably looking a little bit too big right now because we want it to have that kind of cozy feel to it. We also want the windows to be able to be changed easily to fit whichever house it's placed in. That's another thing. So we don't want to have any major like feature windows, but if we just keep it kind of basic with maybe base game windows, green windows for a green plant room. I mean, you all know I'd love to do an industrial window, right? There's something about combining industrial windows with plants that is just really cool. Just the juxtaposition between nature and man-made is just so awesome in my opinion. And actually that's what the apartment from And Just Like That was kind of like. It was like this industrial looking window. Okay, I think we'll go with the industrial windows. I literally just said we won't go for anything too crazy or stylized, but yet here we are going for industrial. Look, you will be able to swap them out, I promise. Actually, I just checked back on the episode and it actually didn't have industrial windows. They were kind of like these, but thicker, which makes me think we need something like that. Or something like this in the game. I feel like we need a beautiful flooring color that's like between these two. And I don't know if that color really exists in the game because that's too yellow, that's too brown. Maybe this? That's quite nice. Maybe this kind of a color because often I'll go for this one, but this one's just like ever so slightly darker and more rustic, which is nice. Okay. Okay. I was also looking at Julian Solomita. I'm so sorry, I don't know how to say his last name properly, but I was looking at his office tour because I was watching him make an outfit for his Labubu, which I might add was epic. I want to make outfits for my Labubus too. So I was getting inspiration. And then he did an office tour and he had a really beautiful plant kind of wall as well. So I'm also a little bit inspired by that. And sometimes I'll do like a little sneaky Google image to get some inspiration as well. Sneaky Google image search, but I haven't done that today. We're just going off from memory. A few ideas. This soft green is really gorgeous too. And I like how these are a little bit mismatched. Ooh, what about this from Enchanted by Nature? Oh, that is very like the plants have now taken over the walls. That might be a bit too planty, although that green's kind of cool. Let's keep it a little bit simple for now. I think sheer curtains would be gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot about this. Yes, we will definitely be using this. Absolutely. Definitely. The plant, what was it called? The Blooming Rooms kit was a really great kit. This is one that I feel like I use a lot. What happened to that bed that I was picking out? It's gone. It's so long gone now. The other thing is with this bed, if we were going to use this one, because I keep jumping between the beds, I know. We could actually do something interesting behind it potentially. So we could have like plants all around the bed or framing the bed frame. There's also potential to do it with this one as well. We place that into the wall, although that does stick out a little bit. I think we could do something interesting. Like, let's see what kind of surfaces we have to play with. We might also need to player test this too. Ooh, I like this. A little bit rustic. Books seem to go with the cozy plant theme. I'm just gonna, grab a few things out of here as well that could be useful or inspiring to us. Displays, maybe work with this in some kind of way. Oh, and I also really love this shelf. Okay, we're gonna have to put some shelves outside of the room now. This is very planty as well. This looks like a plant lover's shelf. It's literally got their pots and stuff on it. But it's potentially too outdoorsy, even for this room. The caddy is cute. Julian has a caddy. This I feel like is too outdoorsy again for this room. The other thing we could use behind the bed is a little bit random, but it's from the Sleek Bathroom Pack. And it's this solid faux wall. Like maybe this could sit behind the bed, although is the bed slightly higher? The bed is slightly higher, but we could also lift them up, cover that, and create our own bed head, really. It's an option. Okay, the Dream Home Decorator bed fits in really nicely into this little pocket table from the little Simsy kit, which I think we would flip it around and then just use it as a ledge behind the bed. And if we player test it, it might actually work okay. Also, I just remembered these windows do actually come as full height windows as well, which is really handy because we do want to get some beautiful light in here. Now we can start actually hanging some plants over the bed and start making it look like the plant lover's apartment we want it to be. We could maybe just have blinds up here, or it would be nice to get some sheer curtains and then have beautiful light coming through them. If you delete the window, you can have a little bit more freedom with actually placing curtains stick to wherever the window is. We could actually do something like this. Or even, you know, in real life, it might not make a whole lot of sense. But in The Sims, giving the illusion that we could just kind of pull this across, that could be quite pretty too. Some of those across here. Lovely. It's hidden really well. Actually, I'll pull it down a little bit so we can actually see the curtain rod. I suppose we want it to look like it's being realistically lived in, this little bedroom. Well, actually sizable bedroom. This lamp is actually one of my favorites because it's just such a realistic looking lamp that everyone has owned at some point in their life from IKEA. Well, a lot of people would have at some point. The problem I'm having is that a lot of the items are actually clipping into the shelves. But we want these plants to sit on top of here and not be in the shelves. We may have to get a little bit creative with some of the plants that usually sit on the floor. Maybe we'll prop them up here. I mean, this one actually works really well sides down because it looks like it's sitting up on its own legs. But really, this is what it looks like. I mean, really, we want to pack in as many plants as we possibly can, as well as getting in our essential bedroom furniture pieces too. What if we sized these ones down? These could make a nice little collection of plants up here. Oh, that actually looks really good sized down. I've never sized them down before. This one could also be really good sized down and placed on a shelf. Yes, that looks legit too. Maybe we could also do some fairy lights on the windows. I don't even know how that would work, but it does look really pretty. I think there would be a desk in this room and some kind of wardrobe too. I love these base game just trestle table desks. I've also got to figure out where you actually walk into this room from. Maybe the door goes over here because that way you could always move this forwards if need be. Love this chair. Grandma's painted dining chair. I guess it makes a lot of sense to have a lot of wood in a plant lover's apartment because it literally goes with what plants are made of. I do keep coming back to this wallpaper. Part of me really wants to use it just because I haven't used it before. Again, nice little laptop here. This lamp is really cool from Businesses and Hobbies. I've actually been having my grandpa's special mug repaired via kintsugi, which is the process of fixing something that's broken, the cracks being painted and repaired in gold. And the traditional method takes months. So I've been waiting like maybe 4 months now for it to be done. I think there's another month to go, but man, I'm so excited to see it when it's finished. Maybe we need a lamp that's a little bit more casual looking on the desk though. As beautiful as that lamp is, it seems like it's too much of a sculpture for this. You know, I might do a little switcheroo. We might do that one over here and then this little yellow one over here. I love that little yellow lamp. I want this desk to really look like it's in use. Drink bottles and teacups, those kinds of clutter items would be perfect here. This would look quite nice lifted up here. It just will stop snapping to the desk. Let's move the desk out of the way to actually place this up here first. Okay, then we can place the desk underneath. I actually think a pin board would look really nice here. 10-pin bowling, okay, not what I was looking for. Pin board, corkboard? Ah, here we go. And we can grab some postcards from enabling hidden objects. Just gotta enable cheats first. Ah, here we go. Here's all the postcards that you'd usually collect through gameplay. From my first pet stuff, a few of them. It's when that pack really does come in handy. Ah, 6M postcard, awesome. They actually all layer really, really nicely. Love that. Actually, we might find some really handy stuff in hidden objects as well. Oh, like these hanging plants from Nifty Knitting. Yes, now these we wouldn't have been able to access without hidden objects turned on. Okay, I've just discovered something awesome. So from the Comfy Gamer Kit, these pegboard shelves actually fit the new plant pots on them perfectly, which is great because then we can make a plant wall. Maybe we should use the fabricated dresser because then we can fit in probably some more plant stuff in here as well. I feel like we need something next to the bed too, like a little bedside table. Where was that? Either the caddy was kind of cool idea, or I also love these. These are from the Restoration Workshop, which again, you wouldn't usually pick it for a bedside table, but I like the industrial element, although it does look a little bit big. It's a wee little bit too big. Well, one of my favorite bedside tables is actually the little step ladder, this one from Cozy Kitsch Kit, which ties into the yellow nicely if we wanted to do that, or we can just go, maybe we'll go green again. Oh, also we better not forget to save. Also, I'm just wondering what this room looks like if we rotate it, like just to see what the lighting looks like in a different area on the lot. Sometimes that's interesting to see, although I don't think it really did anything, depending on the time of day. We got some more lighting coming through these windows. Oh, that's nice. I like seeing the lighting on the bed and coming through here. Okay, I was just player testing that the Sims can use the bed, and she can get across to the other side, and then the Sim can sleep on the left side. So that works. And I also just moved this in a smidge because the color was a little bit off. I don't know if you guys noticed the lighting was weird around the shelf. That's because it was just inset too far into the wall, but now that's looking better. Okay, the Sims are looking like they're happy. They're loving it. I also feel like we're getting a slight studio vibe. So now I'm thinking, maybe we should add an easel in here, you know, like another little skill building corner. Maybe we can do one of the newer easels that have a little bit more detail on them. Oh, the reclaimed wood working table. I do like that we got that in the latest event. Like this easel maybe? This is probably my new favorite easel. I like the versions that have paint on it, because then we could have like a little caddy here with some paint stuff on it. It's becoming a plant lover's painting. And whenever I do a room build, I end up spending like as much time on the room as I would building like an entire tiny home. It doesn't make the process any quicker. I'm gonna size this down. Oh yeah, there we go. We can get some paint in there, beautiful. Oh, there's actually also this caddy, but I like this one just for a change. And maybe we can do some sketches behind the plants that we have on our plant wall. Okay, let's get some more of these. So obviously we could put these on the pegboard that they're meant to go on, or we could just use them as regular shelves. So maybe we see what we want to do. I think as the plants are so big, it might look a little weird on the pegboard, even though the pegboard looks really nice. We'd probably have to place a couple of them. I like these different colored pots that are painted. The round one has some really lovely colorways. Oh, that also has a wooden version too. I don't know if your Sim will be able to actually get to these to care for them. You might need to move them for them to access them, but they will look good. Okay, so we've got a little plant wall over here, or we could, maybe it looks weird with like 3 big ones. Maybe we could, ooh, we could go wooden and green to kind of match or go with the walls. That's kind of cool. Or do we prefer the all green look? I like the brown actually. Okay, do any plants want to fit on here? You want to fit on here, that's good. I was actually thinking Miss Dangly plant would look nice up here though. You want to sit up on this shelf? Because you would look beautiful cascading down. So you're floating a little bit. Oh yes. Beautiful. Maybe we'll angle you a little bit as well, just to make it look more organic. And I'm gonna adjust the shelf underneath to cover up the base, because that's easier than trying to align the pot. Actually, it's the same color as the wallpaper, which is a bit much. Now, do we want the big leafy archway here, or do we just get rid of that entirely? Because we don't really need it. I also have a selection of rugs out here we could maybe pop inside just to make it look a little bit more lived in. We do a bit more yellow to tie in with the bed. Maybe that one's too leafy. We could do the plain, or we do 2 matching rugs just like that. Maybe we can size down this gnome and like make it a little miniature guy to sit somewhere as well. Oh my gosh, it looks so cute. It looks so cute sized down. That's from Bite-A-Bug too. Usually you'd have to make that using the pottery skill. And I guess with this many plants, you probably would have some plant care amongst the apartment in some area. I also use this shelf sometimes to prop books up on a ledge. It can be a bit tricky though if it's snapping to the wall. I mean, usually it's better when the shelf is on the wall. But yeah, we can like squeeze books into this shelf and make it look pretty realistic, I reckon, just by changing a few of the colors around. And look, you can have some squished in here. That's actually really good. Pile this candle up, maybe lift it up a bit. No, it doesn't want to do that. There you go, books for days. Oh, I love these little herbs. You think if we size this down, it could just kind of fit in with these? Oh my gosh, it just fits. It just fits next to the bed. Okay, how many more plants can we pack into this little room? Maybe we should put a bookshelf here instead of the window, because we don't have a bookshelf. And this Sim really likes to read. This Sim that we're bit by bit creating. We don't want the shelf to look too fancy. We just need like a nice, humble looking shelf. Oh, I do like this shelf, but Is it too matchy-matchy to our trestle table? This is a little too humble. Why won't this stick to this one? Why does it have to be the other way around? Ooh, let's put some strip lights along here because why not? They look fun. They just look pretty. Could make like a little row of them around the room like this. Does that intersect the window? I think it does. It's just, oh no, that's fine. It just goes behind the curtain. That's fun. I may as well add in some sconce lights while we're here. May as well. Little mid-century charm. Mid-century? Industrial? I don't even know. Ooh, more succulents. More plants. More, I tell you. The story of today's video is that you can never have too many plants in a build. I'll get Mr. Gnome up there too. Maybe he can have a baby counterpart. They have different leaves. Okay, and then we've just got this little bit to fill out. This wardrobe area needs a few clutter items on it as well. Of course, we can always use more plants, but we may like to put a couple of other things up here too. From memory, these are actually really hard to place objects in. Yeah, I was actually thinking would it be possible to get some clothes in there, but I don't think so. That might be a little bit too tricky. Okay, I think I can do dream home decorator boxes, which isn't my favorite thing, but it does suit the location and we can do a nice fun color, so that's okay. Cookies. I mean, maybe we just make a cozy board game area. A whole heap of board games stacked in here. Actually, this one would probably have to go on the base. Oh no, that looks weird. Size it down and then stack them on top. Oh no, now that's floating too high. That on this side. Okay, yeah, that kind of works. And maybe we can put this love heart plushie in there as well. Yay, he can sit on top. I'm holding down Alt to rotate it. There you go. Oh my God, he is floating so much. Maybe not. Okay, we're gonna have to put a plant in here. It's the only answer. When in doubt, especially in the plant bedroom. Wow, this plant's a little big, so let's size that down. Sit you on top. Yay, of our little board game area. Okay, I think we might have done it. All right, well, let's get my Sims out of here. We can actually see what we're working with. I did love this shelf, but that's okay. We'll use that in another build. Get rid of those. Hey Sims, out of here. Thank you very much. And let's do our grand tour. Okay, going into our plant lover's bedroom, which took an hour and a half in real time. And so worth it, because look how lived in it looks. Wow, why is there a mug on the ground? Okay, it's okay, I deleted it. All right, so we have our plant lover desk area, also artsy area with plenty of plants, plenty of clutter here to get some work done, and books and things stacked up the wall. I actually think that looks really cool with that particular bookcase, and I love that we can use those shelf books from the Book Nook kit to fill it up more. And then we have our wardrobe area where we've also stacked some games. I can see that these are technically floating, so I think I might pop a book under there before we upload this to the gallery, or before I do. Just a little bit of a messy mirror area. And of course, our lovely bed area where there's candles and plants, books and cozy things and artsy things, and our plant wall with these plants that we actually get to care for in game now, which is nice. I'm also gonna fix that up as well so that lines up perfectly. But I like all of these lights on the windows too, and this little lineup of plants and bits and bobs. And the gnomes are so cute as well. I just realized that's floating as well. Don't worry, I'll perfect it before I upload it so you guys can download it, but it will be available on the gallery under my username Deligracy. And let me know if you want to see more room builds and what kind of room builds you would like to see. But yeah, I think this was a success. So good job, everybody. And I hope you enjoy playing with it. Thanks so much to my amazing members for your support. If you want access to a bonus video every week and a library of over 100 videos, much of them behind the scenes, then you can become a member. There's a link in the description down below. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. And I can't wait to speak to y'all soon. Ta-ta!